between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Pass the 60, pass the 60. 19,
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. It's Achane on the inside give. Galloping inside the 40. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down Miami.
19, Tiger, 19. Hey, check that, check.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They send a man in motion. He brings it in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
Sanders sends it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
With how well they were eating up yards and 1st downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That is the Dolphins' 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready? 19, 18.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
60 by 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep. It's Jalen Johnson on the interception. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Colston Loveland. So it'll be 2nd down.
I love that. I mean, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Sack. 60 Eagles.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have it 3rd and 3. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Chan, a 1st down carry. Rolling into enemy territory. Has a hole left, room to run. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 9-point advantage. Devon Chan with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is it? Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. And goes to the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. Chased out to his right. He finds a Dunze downfield. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
First down throw by Williams. That's to Odunze again. And aiming for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Odunze touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Nixon now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. There's A-Chan up the middle. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down from the 42.
And the Dolphin first down.
They'll go play action. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down Miami.
A-Chan running right. He cuts it back right. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. And stick with A-Chan. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Sanders sends it through. And that grows the lead to 5.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10.
What is it?
To throw is Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
And the Bears first down.
They'll run it from the gun. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To the air yet again, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Bears.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Here's Williams again. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this one doesn't go far. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Nixon now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, Williams. Hauled in left side. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be first down Chicago.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're on it quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Back-to-back carries here. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Offense to the line fast.
Down at the 17-yard line. A 6-yard
Out of the gun, here's Williams.
Second and 4.
That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
What is up?
They go to him again. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
A gain of 12. And the Dolphins first down.
Now they'll hand it off to A-Chain. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Dropping back to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds his back, Achane. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Finds him over the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of 2 brings up
They send a tight end in motion.
at the 21-yard line.
On the quick slant. Oh, he lost the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Moving back, gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Has his man caught by Odunze. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has this to the opposing 35.
It's a gain of 57 yards.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He's going to throw it again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Nixon on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Working on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
That's a pickup of 9. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
On first down, they'll run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here. He put everything he had into this one. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run here on 1st down. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, Williams escapes the pocket. And this is going to end up incomplete. Willie aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
32, what is on?
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears about to stay unbeaten once again. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
What is up?
Hand off to the back. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a 3-score game in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- to 4-point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Mulligan throw out of the gun. That's DK on the slant. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami. One play in Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Here we go, shot.
H.N. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback. That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Sanders all set to send it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. Throw left side, complete. And he's got the first down for the Bears, Brock, and that should clinch them this win.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hand off now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.